Good morning, guys. Another fine day at the cabin. It's snowing, but we're back at it. We're back working. If you guys are just joining me and this is your first video, well, we started off building a cabin in the forest a little while ago, and we've added on to it. So today we're going to do some inside stuff as well as some outside stuff. I want to shovel off my pond because the skating season is just around the corner. I shut the aeration system off a little while ago, and now I can, everything should be frozen, so we're going to check it out. But first I got to shovel some snow because, well, here in Canada it snows, well, most of the year. So yeah, we've got about a foot of snow or so. Yeah, we got to fire everything up, make sure everything's toasty warm. But first we're going to get a little warm ourselves by shoveling some snow. I actually managed to, I made like a little bit of a trail maker, which is an old box spring that I took apart. I took the wood apart, and all I got left is springs. So when I got my loader bucket on my tractor, what I do is I just basically drag this thing around behind me, and it gives me a nice packed, groomed trail, essentially, and it'd be good for skiing and whatnot. But anyways, all right, let's get started. We're going to shovel off the deck. We're going to shovel off a lot of things. That's the problem with winter, is that it increases your workload because you got to do work before you do work. So let's get working. You guys can have a closer look at my grooming device. It is basically just a chain that is hooked onto the spring, and it pulls. And I got it hooked up to my Ericsson winch, and basically if you have it this long, it allows it to sag down. What happens is the snow actually gets caught in the springs and makes you a nice groomed trail. It actually works really well. And in the summertime, when I want a little bit more weight, I just add some blocks of wood on here, and it helps to basically pack down the trail. Or my daughter likes to sit on it and play around while I groom trails, so it's kind of like a win-win. But that's been really working well for me. Highly recommend it. You can see just how much snow we have on the deck. It is about, well, it's about just over my boot. Yeah, so anyways, kind of want some place to, so you can see it's just kind of tracking in the cabin. Doesn't really matter right now, the heat's not on. But yeah, we get this cleaned up, we'll be better off. Doing a little system maintenance while I'm at it. This guy here on my tripod, it's a little clip. And if you've ever bought a tripod, you know they're crazy expensive. Anyways, in the cold, this thing snapped off, and you can't really buy these. So I actually got my buddy Mike, or Testing with Mike, and he printed off one on his printer. So the idea is you just clip it back on. I loosen this little nut here, and you can get it back on. So this is a Manfrotto tripod, and yeah, I need two hands to do it, and I need a tripod to show you. So I'll show you in a minute. All right, so it made in test. Locking, doesn't move. Unlock, slides up and down. There, perfect. I'm so happy that I don't have to replace this thing. You can see how many times I've taped this thing. Some tuck tape, but it has stayed outside for about 5 years now. So, and it's well older than that. But user serviceable parts, 3D printers, they're a thing. It's a great idea. Look at, I love it. All right, we're just gonna head on down to the pond because it needs to be shoveled off in order to freeze a little bit more. If you guys have never had an outdoor rink, well, here's some tips for you. If winter comes, once the ice is safe enough to walk on, which is about 2 inches of ice, it's a good idea to keep it kind of shoveled off because it allows the ice to freeze a little bit more. Now, we did have the aeration system on this bad boy, so it's not going to be the greatest ice when we first shovel it off. I got to probably flood it, or I'm going to do something else to make it skatable. But first things first, I got to shovel it. But like, there's a lot of snow. I don't know, this isn't going to be fun. So yeah, take it easy shoveling. And it's gonna, maybe somebody can help me shovel. I don't know. Hopefully I don't fall in. This is the first time I'll be on the ice this year. So wish me luck. What do you think? You think it's gonna be water? Eesh. That didn't sound good. Not terrible so far. All right, well, you can see that the ice is not crazy thick when I jumped in to shovel it. You can see here, it's not the greatest ice. And actually it's not that cold. But you can see right where the edge is, it doesn't freeze the greatest. And usually, like you can see the white ice and then the clear ice. So we have about an inch of good ice, and then there's probably an inch and a half of garbage ice. So yeah, it's not the greatest ice, but that'll freeze a lot better now that there's no snow on it. You can see over here where there is like black ice, and you can almost, if you're like looking at it really close, you can almost see through it. That's where the aeration was. It looks like a big eyeball. So the plan is to kind of let this thing kind of get a little colder and freeze over. I'm going to flood it. It's got the consistency of curling ice right now. So if you've ever seen curling, that's kind of like it's bumpy. So anyways, let this freeze up a little bit more, a couple more nights of really cold, and then I can flood it. But it's a good thing to get the snow off of it. There was probably like 6 inches of snow, like just kind of insulating it from the extreme cold. And yeah, so that'll cool off. That'll cool off a lot more. Clarity's pretty good though. Anyways, that's one chore done. Let's move on. Well, I should probably do this sooner than later, which is flood the rink. I gotta fill my hot tub up to make hot water. So this is the well we dug a little while ago, and the idea is to pull the water out of this thing, pump it into the hot tub, and then heat it up, because you don't want to flood your hockey rink or your skating rink with cold water, because it doesn't actually stick to the surface and you have really garbage ice. So you've got to get a source of hot water, and this is the way I do it. I've done it a couple years now this way, and it works really well because I can kind of gravity feed it from the hot tub onto the rink. So I just got a little submersible pump here, which is yeah, everything's cold, everything's frozen. All right, so I'm just gonna lower that guy into the well. There's a bucket in there, so I don't suck up dirt. The bucket's in there. I got my hose. So the idea is to put the hose in the tub. So if you look really closely there's a bucket down there, and I've got the sump pump in the bucket. I got it pumping, so I got it hooked up to the battery pack, and it's running. You can hear that. This is the hot tub. We got water going in the tub, so that wouldn't take very long to fill up. We can see I've got my plug in there because one year it wasn't plugged, it was just frozen, and then all my hot water left. So that's gonna take a minute to fill up. So we'll take a look at this a little bit later when it's full, and then we can light our fire in our firebox, heat up our water. Might as well shovel the rink again while I'm waiting, because it never stops flowing. Alright, tub's filling, the fire's rocking. I gotta get some stuff done today. It's one of those days that everything wants my wood. Gotta fill every fireplace I've ever had with wood because it's so darn cold. But it's actually warming up quite a bit in here. The other day, I was over at Cabela's Bass Pro, and I picked up some like authentic workwear for outdoor. Usually it's just multi-layers of track pant. And yeah, I found that you put like just like a really thin sweater. These are redhead overalls. How fitting. So yeah, so I put those guys on, and it's great for outside. But once you come inside, you got even a little bit of heat. You kind of don't want to be wearing winter gear on the inside. It's quite comfortable in here. But I got to get some stuff started. So the plan today is to basically take the siding off this wall and get it opened up just to kind of have a look at what's there. I kind of remember it's been about 4 or 5 years. So yeah, I want to actually probably sacrifice the top board. Actually, I'll be able to cut those nails, take the top piece off, work my way from the top all the way down to get that stuff off, just have a look at it. Yeah, let's just, I'm gonna strip off all my clothes and start. Just It'll be half the battle. Half the battle is staying comfortable. Just thinking of putting some insulation in today too, just to kind of maintain some of my heat. How many pockets do I got here? This is the key. The key to these guys is you kind of you don't actually take your boots off, and then kind of undo the sides. You undo the slide. I don't know what the heck they are. They're side slips, and yeah, you just leave your boots on. Winter season. You know what they say about winter season? It's like spending half your time. You pull out, you know, digging through 6 inches of Carhartt to find. You guys can finish that one. It hurts. Okay, there. I got my construction shoes on. Oh, that's so much better. That stuff can just sit there warming by the fire. So when I want to get back to it, I can just slip my winter boots back on. I don't like snow on my shoes, but yeah, we're good. Good. Just gotta organize some stuff. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been here. I gotta remember how to work. You guys remember how to work? It's that dreaded. Ooh, those are nice and toasty. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's get started now that we've dealt with logistics. All right, before I get started, I'm going to do a little bit of a cool tool segment, and this is more so, you know, the PPE sort of style, so the personal protective equipment. I'm a pretty big fan of being able to breathe, so I was looking at, actually, I think I thought of this thing like many years ago. I was thinking of like an in-nose filter because I don't really like the masks, so I was looking up online, and as it turns out, they exist. So out of the UK, there's this company called O2 Armor. I don't know if you can see that. This isn't a paid spot, by the way. This is just me trying to, just giving it a whirl so you guys can know if it works really well. So what it is it's basically it says silicone, latex. Latex and drug-free. Oh, so it is silicone. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of material. It's latex and drug-free. Whatever that means. It's got no drugs in it. All right, so the plan, this thing we're gonna show you, I'm gonna open it. This is the first time I've opened it, so bear with me. I haven't used it, so there'll be a link in the description below if you want to check it out yourself. I will give a thorough review on it. It says to wash your hands before you do this. There we go. Wash my hands, and then, so this is the sample pack, and they send you a sample pack. Well, you can buy a sample pack, and it gives you small, medium, and large nose things. So I'm going to take one out just to show you what it looks like. So look, that's what it looks like. So it's an in-nose filter. Can you guys see that? Not too close. In-nose filter. So they go in your nose. How do you put these things in? Basically just shove them in your nose. Okay. Insert filter designed for up to 12 hours or until soiled or damaged. Effective filtration exceeds 90% at 10 UM. 60% at 2.5 UM, including 4 nasal dilators with filtration. So this is like nasal. I figure my nose hole is a medium. Is there a front and a back? Oh, I should have probably tried these before. So I'm gonna. Okay, which way does my nose go? You guys like a mirror. Oh, that's something. Maybe I'm a small. Ugh. Oh, that's not bad. I'm sticking my nose, fingers in. Oh, that's weird. I can breathe better. I just gotta look at my camera to see. That's awesome. To see, you can see the little filter going in and out. So the idea is that when you're in a dusty situation like this, because I'm going to be tearing off that back wall, you just kind of breathe through your nose and not through your mouth. So it's really good for talking to you guys. I'm going to, like I said, it's easier. Because of the dilator, it's actually making my nose holes bigger, and then it's filtering it. All right, let's gonna real-time test. I'm gonna actually tear that wall off, and it's got cedar, dust, and old insulation, which is not that old, but old insulation, and then tar paper and some grinding dust from the Sawzall. So we're gonna see how these things work. Yeah, dust, pollen, mold spores, pet dander, smoke, pathogens. I like it. I like it a lot. It does feel a little funny, but For any of you that wear glasses, this thing is not going to fog up your glasses because the mask. Although if your mask fits good, it's not. You can actually wear these with a mask. All right, let's tear something apart. I got my nose things in. You can't even really see them. All right, let's go. Diablo automotive dismantling blade. That's what I'm going to use because I'm cutting my nails. Well, that wall's proving to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. I remember that from the inside, I actually screwed the board down so it wouldn't flip out. So I'm actually cutting screws and nails. So that's why it's not coming out very well. But the timer just went off. I was timing the fill on the tub. I don't want it to overflow, so I gotta grab that. Make sure that's kind of not overflowing. I gotta light the fire in there because I wanna make some hot water. If anybody's keeping track, my nose, I can still breathe out of it, which is kind of cool. I don't want to take them out and put them back in. All right, let's go check the hot tub. All right, so we got the tub. It's still filling. It's almost done. Actually, that's pretty much how much I want in there. So she's still going. Yeah, that's adequate enough water. I'm gonna heat that guy up, and we can flood the rink after it's heated up. These are the buggers that are causing the problem. So when I built it, I screwed in from the backside. You can't see them. And they are attached. They were attached to hold the thing from buckling because we did everything wet. It did a really good job holding. It's still doing a really good job holding. So that's kind of why this is taking so long to actually tear this off them. Because I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to keep these boards for something else. But it doesn't look like it's doing that well. But yeah, you can see the screws are holding it. And everything else looks pretty good, but yeah, just gotta keep taking these off. All right, so everything's cleaned up now. We got it pretty much under control. All the demolition has been completed, and now the moment of truth. I've got these nose things still in. It's been about 4 hours, I think, of being in kind of a disaster zone where there's insulation, there's mouse poo, drywall dust, sawdust. There's all sorts of goo stuff in here. I didn't wash my hands again. All right, so the moment of truth, I want to see what these things look like. You can see the little clip thing there. It sat itself quite up in the nostril, and I don't really feel any restriction. And let's pull it out. So I just grabbed a little tab, and oh yeah, can you see that? Can you see that? That's the. You can see that there's dust and debris in there. It is a kind of a brown color. So it did remove a whole lot of stuff. And you know what the good thing about it was, let me zoom out a bit. You don't have to look that close at my face. These are good for 12 hours. So 12 hours or unless you can't breathe. So it depends on what sort of dust you're dealing with. But yeah, that's not bad at all. I think those are still good. I'm going to make sure I put them in the right way and the other way, because otherwise you just have to, you'll have your dust in the inside. That's actually pretty cool. And what I did notice was that usually like cedar dust really annoys my sinuses, and I didn't really experience that when I was cutting, because I did cut a couple of them. Even that very little cutting, normally I can feel it kind of in my sinuses and my teeth. My teeth start to hurt when I get too much dust up in my sinuses, and that's kind of why I was looking into something that would alleviate that. And for what it's worth, these work really, really well. Like, they get a little getting used to, like they feel a little foreign in your nose, obviously, because it's like a little piece of, I don't know what material this is. It's like a plastic in your nose. But yeah, it does exactly what it says it's going to do, which is really, it's surprising in this day and age, because a lot of things don't do what they say they're going to do. Anyway, so there'll be a link in the description below for these guys. These are your O2 Armor. They work really well. They're going to be on the list. They're going to be on the list of things I bring with me when I'm doing, especially when I know I'm going to be into like a demolition kind of situation, or you know, like even sawmilling, because I find that mask and everything like that, like the big stuff, you can't really, it's hard to function with it. But you know, anything is better than nothing. And these guys here, the O2 Armor. Anyways, I give it the seal of approval. Well, it's just about that time where it's you know, cold enough to flood the rink. Hopefully my water's warm enough. I've got my little Zamboni here. There was actually a video I did, I think last year I made this thing. It's still rocking. It's made of 3/4 inch pipe. There's actually a video on the whole build. It's a 3/4 inch pipe with a basically a old towel on the bottom of it that allows you to control the water. So that's, you hook it up to the garden hose that's in the hot tub, and you basically walk behind it, walk in front of it, and drag it along the ice. And what it does is it allows the hot water to go on the ice, and then the dragging of the towel smooths any of the bumps out and fills any of the crevices, so you have a nice smooth surface to skate on. But yeah, there's a video on how I made this thing and actually using it quite extensively to flatten out the ice. So hopefully this is going to work just as easy as that, because I want to flood it a couple times tonight, just because I got some big plans. My daughter wants to go skating. I want to go skating, and it's really rough right now. So this is going to be the true test of whether or not it can perform and make this thing flat. Let's do this. How did you get in here? How did you get in here, little bird? Oh, hey, hang on. Let me open the door. Come on. Come on. You come out the door? No. Careful. Out the door. You see? Out the door. You want me to open that window for you? How long have you been in here? You're a tiny little bird. You go out the door? You want to come land on my finger? Land on my finger? And I will bring you outside. Come on. You look tired. You sleepy? You're like, I've given up. How about I put you, perhaps you would like to sit on this. Do you want to sit on this? And I will bring you outside. Come on. Maybe I just grab you? Are you going to bite me? Come on, little bird. Are you just sleeping? Oh, hang on. How hard can it be to catch a little bird? little bird. Are you like a chicken? Here. There's a window here. There's a door there. Why? Come on. Come on. Get in my hand. Uh-oh. You gotta go on the other side of the door. There you go. Bye, bird. Whew. All right. I don't know how it got in. Oh. It wasn't a chickadee. It was like a, I don't know. I don't know how it came in. It probably came in through the crack in the bathroom. All right, it's time to go through the wall. I gotta break on through the other side. It's a good song. I wonder how well I installed this window. I guess we're gonna find out. I think I put 4 screws in it. And then I spray foamed it. Why won't it open? I guess that's a fixed pain. Come on. It's a pain in my... Oh. Is there? Oh, it's a draft right there. Here's on the other side. There's a screw. Oh, yeah. Maybe there's just 1 screw or 2 screws holding it and then spray foam. Be real gentle with it. I wonder how that window feels. It's been installed and uninstalled. Well, this will be the second time it gets uninstalled. Because this was a used window to begin with. There's still another screw. Oh, that's the jam. Look at that. That was easy. It is drafty over there. Oh, that was pretty non-eventful, which is good. Yeah, the garbage bag. So much debris. Like I said, I want to try to limit the amount of stuff I do on the other side because that's still, in theory, a clean space. It's out of the construction zone, sort of. Just going to get into the construction zone. Oh, come on, trim. Look at that. Oh, the whole window trim came out in one piece. Look at that, just reuse it. It's like a picture frame. I could put this on the wall, put a picture behind it. Perfect. Or I can reuse it. Something else. Now, in reality, you would take an X-Acto knife or some sort of blade and you would cut all the way around that thing and you'd take it out all nice because you wouldn't want to make a mess. But on TV, they do it a little differently. They usually take a sledgehammer and just start smashing. Yeah, that's a lot of mess. So, wait a second. Maybe I'll try from the other side. That is easier when they do it on TV.
All right, well, take a look at that. That's the opening. You can see now we can go freely between the two, make it one, so you can see the opening there. That's pretty cool. And the idea behind this guy is let's see, turn around. Let's turn around. So the idea behind this is to basically have a fridge here, which is going to be like right here, which is going to be up here-ish. I think off the ground, because this is the fridge here. So that's one of those propane slash 12 volt slash like line voltage fridges. So that guy's going to go there,
and then a piece of cabinet here, so you can get stuff out of the fridge. Get your little cabinet there. Perhaps there'll be some sort of a sliding, like a barn door on the inside of this thing, or perhaps just a regular door. I'm not sure exactly yet, but yeah, now that the opening's there, you can kind of visualize what's going on there. And then over here, you're gonna have your little bit of a counter, and then I think I'm gonna do like a peninsula of sorts. I don't know if we're gonna go a little bit in a little bit, maybe like a 2-foot sort of thing. Sort of, yeah, I don't know, I like it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the opening? It's an opening. It's certainly an opening. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad to do. So anyways, yeah, you can see what I did was I actually took the header and I moved it up. It was a little low. It was right here. So 90% of the people could probably get in. I would probably like tickle it if I hung out here. I figured I'd give it a little bit more space. And what that allows it to do is to have a full-size piece of trim on the inside underneath the loft bed over there. So that's kind of what I'm envisioning there. And like I said, walking in here, you've got your root cellar in your kitchen. Again, I haven't really decided where everything goes yet, but I'm gonna, I'm play it by ear as I go, because that's just how I roll. But yeah, I think we're pretty much we're in the mood. I'm in the mood for insulation now. I'm never in the mood for insulation, but that's pretty much the next step. What I was thinking of doing with the siding that was inside that I took off ever so carefully, what I was thinking of doing is making a bunch of these guys up, which is the modern Self-Reliance logo. Perhaps modernize it a little bit and put the Kevin Builds on there. And I was going to cut some circles out of the cedar and burn the logo in. So if you guys are interested in something like that, if I get to it, there'll be a link down in the description. You'll be able to get to it. I don't know how exactly I'm going to do it, whether it's going to be on eBay or you just send me an email and I, figure out what shipping is going to cost. I don't know. It's like a fundraiser to finish the cabin, and you get a cool coaster. I don't know how much of a demand there is. If there, send me an email and we'll see. Again, I can make them, 6 to 8 weeks delivery. Nah, not that long. But yeah, I was thinking that'd be kind of cool just to make them out of the old siding that was on this exterior wall. This is out of an ash. This is just ash cookies. But yeah, the cedar thing will be like, it'd be kind of, the good smelling style, and it'll be waterproof. It'll be cool. Anyways, if you want to check a look for that thing, if it's down below, it means I got to it and they're ready to ship. But yeah, that's cool. All right, well, it's lunchtime, and I think I'm going to start a new segment because I love cooking. Well, I don't really love cooking, but I know somebody that does love cooking. It's my buddy Grant.
Hey, how's it going?
We're going to start a Cooking with Grant series. What do you think?
I think so.
You think so? Because Grant likes cooking. You like cooking?
Oh, yeah.
See? Grant enjoys cooking. And if you don't know who Grant is, Grant's one of my longtime friends that we used to build stuff together. So now we still kind of, he does his own thing and I build things. And every once in a while I consult with Grant when I don't know what I'm doing. But Grant likes cooking. So you know what? We're going to do a Cooking with Grant series. I think I should have you here like once a week sort of thing, cooking some food. What do you think?
I think so. Usually something exciting happens.
Yeah, it's exciting happens. Something off camera happened, and we won't talk about that. Something might have caught fire. But we won't mention that. We're gonna carry on. We got a new product today that I'm gonna try. Because what I've been experiencing is it's really hard to keep anything fresh around here, because you go and you come and you go. I gotta get the right lighting. So you come and you go, and then your stuff's not fresh anymore, and you gotta have like cooling and stuff like that. So anyways, the guys, there's an old actually friend of ours that reached out to us, and they sent me this stuff to try out. It's called Grid Down Chow Down, and it's basically freeze dried fresh ground beef. That's like, I don't understand. When they first talked to me about this thing, I was like, what? They're like, yeah, it's like freeze dried, like uncooked ground beef. And I'm like, oh, okay, like that sounds like a burger to me. But yeah, so like they sent me some packages to try that out. So that's what we're gonna try. Link will be down in the description below if you want to check your own out. We're gonna try this out. This is the first time I've tried it. I've never hydrated it. It's like light as a feather. It's crazy. So basically, remove from preserving packets, break up packets content into bite-sized pieces, and add to bowl or plastic bag. Add 10 ounces of cool water, or at least 10 ounces of cold water to cover meat. Let sit 10 to 15 minutes until meat is fully hydrated, soft to the touch. Drain excess water off. Cook as desired. So this package here makes 1 pound of ground beef, and it doesn't. How much that weigh, Grant?
God, like 2 ounces.
That is it. Do you think it's even that much? It feels like nothing at all. It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about how much water is in stuff. So, and you know what I found is the really cool part about this is the best before date says 2039. That's like the perfect thing for an off-grid cabin. If you can keep the mice away from it, this stuff, like in the event that you need to like basically bug out and you want burgers, this is the way to do it. You can add it to like chili and spaghetti and all that sort of stuff. So if you don't have, fresh buns to make yourself, but you can always, keep pasta around. Pasta doesn't go bad.
You see it?
I can see it. All right, we're just trying this thing out. You gotta tell me what's your first impression of it?
Cool. Well, it's about the size of 1 pound. Oh, it's in half-pound packs already.
Already? Look at that. Just put. Look at that.
Did it say put the whole thing in?
Well, you don't have to. We're just, like, they're half pound, so like that means we're gonna have a third pound. No,
That's 1/2.
that's 1/2 pound, right?
It's 1/2 pound, so we could.
Like
Do
when we make 2 burgers,
pound?
2 quarter pound
2/4
burgers, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We don't have to open the other one. I probably should cook it out though. Yeah, look at that. It's got the freeze dry thing already in there. That's wild. You'll have this chili. The oxygen
and desiccate.
Yeah, the oxygen absorbing packs and the desiccate in there. So we got yeah, super dry. Here, here's your other. What if you just take a bite? I guess it's not cooked. I was gonna say just take a bite of that, Grant.
Well, in theory, should be fine, but
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I probably still wouldn't bite into it. Yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably fine. And then we just let it rehydrate and probably just stir it around a little bit. Yeah.
there.
All right, so we're gonna let that rehydrate 10 to 15 minutes.
Frankie,
Looks like burger, and then we got some bacon. We're cooking up some bacon. Frankie's already. Look at Frankie. Frankie, did you just move closer to that ground beef? That's one entire package of bacon. That doesn't look like very much bacon.
Oh, she's still hurt. It's coming though. It's starting to resemble meat.
Okay, so we're just draining it off now. We got all the water drained out of it. So now we're left with uncooked raw beef. All right, so we rehydrated. Grant, what do you think?
I think it's amazing.
Yeah?
I think, I mean, you want to stash some food, save it for later in your little hidey hole, or, going backpacking.
Yeah.
It's weight reduction. It's not going to spoil. You don't have to worry about refrigeration.
So it gives, you got an A+. You got an A+. Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you're going to make those into patties. We're going to have some half-pound burgers.
Yeah, half-pound burgers.
Nice. All right, we're just waiting for our burger to cook. So we got the old coffee. Everything tastes better when you're in the forest. What do you think, Grant? Yeah. We got a little late start. That's the problem. We got a late start, so our actual lunch is late. And Grant's not short. He's actually sitting. Here, let me. There, you get the seat.
Oh, yeah.
We should. You know what? So we were kind of thinking of the ideas on kitchen placement, and Grant's got some pretty good ideas. Grant was thinking like a hidden pantry. So when the door coming in here is when you open it, well, it's a door, but then it's also a pantry. So when it's closed, you can't see that there's actually like sleeping quarters.
It's going to look like a cabinet. It just blends in.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. You're gonna make that for me?
Sure.
Grant and I are actually we're gonna mill up some wood. We got some. We actually skidded some logs the other day. So Grant's got some projects he wants to be doing. I have also got some projects. We're actually doing siding on the cabin, or this, I guess it's siding. Is it batten? What's it called when it's inside? It's not siding.
It's
Cladding?
Cladding? Yeah, I mean, like you're going to...
It's finishing.
It's the original wood paneling.
That's right. We're going old beaver panel. That's what they used to call it, I believe, is the old beaver panel. I don't think people realize how heavy cameras are. Like, you gotta keep switching right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. See, I got my right hand, left hand. Left hand's for cameras. You're a lefty.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking, like, so Grant's got the OG, the original cubic mini stove, and I think that's the plan for behind you. The big stove is actually going to go away, and it's going to be the little mini cubic wood stove for this side, because I think it still needs heat. It doesn't need much heat, so I think the mini cubic, but also got the sidearm water jacket. So in theory, you always be ready for tea. Although I could probably put a sidearm water jacket on the main stove. I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air. It's good. It's a good place to be right now. It's like ideas. Figuring.
It's a blank slate.
That's a really dirty blank slate, but yeah, burgers.
They're coming.
They're coming. Yeah, we made them really big, so we gotta cook them. But I don't know. I should probably look into, like, if you freeze dry beef, do you need to cook it? I'm sure you need to cook it, but like is there anything left in it, like pathogens, or is that what's in meat? Bad things? Is there any bad things left after you freeze dry something? Somebody will tell us. All right, burger time. Look at that burger. And I did, oh, that's a delicious burger. Okay, so also I did garlic bread toast as the bun. And I got bacon, cheese, mustard, just the way I like it. You wanted extra stuff, but we just don't have it here. Maybe next time.
Next time,
Cooking with Grant. Grant's going to bring the ingredients.
Yeah.
All right. My mouth is watering. This took a long time.
It did.
Ready?
Yeah. Tastes like a beef burger.
That's the first part. That's good. I took too big of a bite. Oh, that's delicious. You already eat your burger, Frank. Remember those 6 pounds there in the summertime? So just imagine. Okay, Grant, paint this picture. You know, the year is, I don't know how many years, 10 years from now. So it's 2035. Meat's been outlawed for 10 years. Maybe not that long. Meat's been outlawed for 6 years, and you still have a whole stock of freeze-dried burger, and you cook this bad boy up in your commune, and the smell wafts over the village, and people are like, what's that smell? And you're like, it's hamburger. That'd be awesome. I think you would probably get, taken out. Somebody'd steal your burger. All right, some new. There's news. There's news on the channel. So just the other week, it's probably a month ago now, we had a new subscriber on our channel, and if anybody does YouTube, they know that if I call it like a big fish subscribes to your channel, it shows up in the subscriber list, and it tells you the number of how many subscribers they have on their channel. So usually the biggest number is on the top. So the latest, greatest, biggest channel that subscribed was the Red Green Show. Remember the Red Green Show?
Oh, yeah.
From the 1990s? Way back in the 1990s, Red Green Show, they subscribed, and they gave me their seal of the Possum Lodge seal of approval for my in-floor heating. I'm not sure how I should feel about that, but I'm honored because I used to watch that as a kid. So, anyways, shout out to the Red Green Show. They're subscribed now. They actually sent me a hat. I don't have it on, and one of the red green flannels. I was expecting a case of duct tape actually, but they didn't send the duct tape. I was like, oh, I didn't get no duct tape. Go over to the Red Green Show, their website, and put a comment down in their comments that you want to see me and Steve Smith maybe do a podcast or something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what you guys want to see, but that'd be kind of cool. I remember seeing the set of the Red Green Show. There was a place in Hamilton. I think they bought it, It was at Mr. Used, a little store called Mr. Used, and they had the whole entire set there. It was really cool. And yeah, anyways, if you guys want to see that, let me know. We're going to finish. You're done your burger. I'm going to finish my burger, and then we're going to get back to work.
Oh, hey, look, it's snowing again. I got to shovel the pond again. Ugh. It'll be the third time I've shoveled it. I haven't been on the ice yet. What a view, though. It's starting to feel a lot more homey in here. You know? Kind of see everything. Everything as a whole. You can kind of, you know, other than it looks like a construction site, we got pretty much, you can see into the other cabin. Starting to look a little homey. Little homey. Finished. Unfinished. Finished. Unfinished. Why, you want this?
No.
Here, ready? It's like ring toss. Oh, good catch.
Dad, goalie. Next year's lead.
I'm your goalie.
Yeah.
Well,
You're our goalie.
I've been stoking. Viggie's goalie.
Good job. Where is it?
I can go get you some skates.
Yeah, he dropped our goalie.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch me? I want this one,
Size are they?
yeah, keep on tripping on that.
Don't stop it. I'm used to figure skates, and I can at least like skate fairly well on them. But
You guys look like you're twins.
maybe?
You guys like a shop at the
We
same
do,
store?
yeah, with the same like. Are these Costco snow pants?
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
Costco jacket.
No,
Yours
this
was
is
a
Kevin's.
freebie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool jacket.
Yeah.
There.
Wait,
I'm gonna put your hood up.
So what do you think, Jen? This is your first time here. What do you think?
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Did you ask Jen if she wanted to be on video?
I don't
We
ask.
want a tour.
You want a tour?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of the
Yeah.
hole.
The Hobbit hole.
Yes.
Oh, the Japanese spider hole?
Yes.
All right, we can do
Raylan
that.
wants a tour of that.
Okay. Well, you're going to be one of the first Airbnb people, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys-
definitely.
Well, after the here, let me
I'll give you a 5-star rating.
5-star rating. So
5-star
I'll be on
rating,
camera
yeah.
as well. So like, so you're not just like alone. But like, should I Airbnb? You haven't even seen
think you
anything. yet.
should.
We haven't given the tour yet. We've invited everybody out to go skating because we need ring at practice pretty dearly. So what? The pogo? Eat the pogo. She's got a cattail she's eating. So yeah, we're gonna give a tour afterwards. But the people complain. They're like, I never show people using this stuff. And the reality is because not everybody wants to be on camera. I didn't even ask Jen. All right.
Been
And
voluntold.
Vicky, see Vicky's over there. Vicky's over there. She's see. Want me to go see Vicky? We got Swirly over there. The chocolate. Is that a chocolate lab? Chocolate lab Swirly over there. There you go. You guys are all on it. There you go. Frankie's over there.
Raylan and Addie will happily.
There. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Dad,
Ah.
what do you do with the pogo?
No, don't do that. Oh no. Now we got cattails. Anyways, all right. Yeah, we're doing short lunch too, so yeah, it's a busy day over here. So I just figured I'd show you guys what everything is. Everything's rocking. We got the campfires rocking. We got it all warmed up, and yeah, everything's good. Everything's good in the world. What'd you get, Brenna?
I got a hot dog, but I already finished it, and now I'm just eating a good pig.
Grilled cheese. Nice.
Campfire grilled.
Then what'd you get? You already ate it. Oh, what's that?
A piece of bread is what I got.
Nice. It's tasty. You got the smoky side. You like the smoke?
It's warm.
What you got? Oh, it's warm. You're going for the smoky but warm. You got a hot dog? Nice.
A bun and a hot dog and ketchup.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and join me on the next one.